This is the Alps Outdoorz Upland strap vest that I got fairly recently. Only tried it out a couple times. It's pretty good. It feels good. It's not as expensive as some of the big Upland brands, but it has a lot of the features that I was looking for. I like the MOLLE attachments on the hip band, which allowed me to remove one of the shell pouches and replace it just with a little third-party pouch that's easier to put my snacks in. The shell pouches have this kind of like sliding magnetic closure, which works pretty well. It doesn't work as well if the pouch collapses a little bit, the geometry changes. So if you don't have very many shells in there and it's not holding itself open, it's not quite as nice. But on the one that I'm using, I just put a shell box in there and then lined that with felt, and I'm keeping that permanently installed that way. So I just load that up and that helps it keep the shape. It's also a lot easier to do the little thingy when you're just reaching down to your side. You just pull it out to unhook and then kind of slide it back in. I also like to run it with a water bottle with my hydration tube set up. I wish that on the shoulders, this is not a loop, this is just the opening to the interior pathway if you're running a water bladder. There's no loop on the back of the shoulder, so I just had to run my tube under these buckles, and that works okay. Then you can clip it in on the front. I'd prefer it if there was a loop on the outside. I'm also using this zipper loop right here to kind of keep that in place. If you're using the water internal bladder, it's set up great. I wish it had some kind of loop on the outside, just on the back of the shoulders. If that were the case, I'd probably shorten my tube a little bit instead of running it all the way under those buckles. The game pouch is nice and big. Plenty of space in there, and then you can use these little side strappies to kind of tighten that down if you'd rather have that not flapping out if you're not planning on carrying a whole lot, or haven't shot anything yet. One thing that I don't love, you can see it here, but it's the same for especially the hip adjustment. They give you a ton of extra strap length for your adjustments. Oh, you can also adjust the pouch here on top, which would be useful, like if you needed, I don't know how hard it would be, if you needed to get, like a dog in there or something, but they give you a ton of extra strap length, which is especially annoying on the hip belt because I'm 5'11" and like 190 pounds, and there's an awful lot of strap left for me. I think I'm probably going to end up shortening those. But you definitely want to figure out a way to tuck them out of the way or shorten them, unless you're a lot bigger than me. But if you are, then you've got plenty of adjustment for that. The water bottle holders they've got enough space to put a bigger bottle than I've got, but they also are not super deep, and I did drop a bottle out once when I was bending over a stream to splash some water on my face. But other than that, like, I had to bend pretty far before it slid out. It would be nice if they were a little deeper. I might look into kind of modifying it, adding some little retainer strap or something on there. This pouch is lined with fuzzy stuff, and it's got a little key clip. And the bottom pouch doesn't have a zipper. It just has, sorry, I'm trying to do it one-handed. Just has these two buckles and then a big wide pouch that you can put whatever you need in there. Overall, I like it. I like that it's pretty much does all the things that I want it to. It feels pretty durable. It feels good on my body. It's easy to get the weight on my hips. It's comfortable, but it doesn't have that premium price tag. It's not like it's super cheap something or other. I feel like it's kind of in that sweet spot where you are paying to get reasonable quality, but you're not overpaying to get a trendy name.